Yeah, I should be on. I just started about a minute early for you guys. Me and Uncle Howard just sitting here shooting the crud. So I figured I'd just start up a little early. I see Kaylin's in here. How you doing, Kaylin? And hey,
Old man,
Michael,
been
good to
here?
see you.
Yep.
Oh man, hey, how you doing, old man? And yeah, I did get your package, old man. I got a package off to you also, so be looking for that. I've got like two or three packages going out, so you guys that are expecting something from me, make sure you keep an eye out. It should be getting there sooner or later. So I was gonna make that announcement tonight. Anybody that's expecting anything from me, just keep your eye out. It is in the mail. I delayed some of them because of the voting stuff going on about everybody delaying the packages because they didn't want the ballots to be off kilter. So there was one or two packages I just kind of held up until some of that stuff got out of the way. But it's all up into the mail now.
Well,
Hey
that's
Kyle,
good.
I got
Hey,
your
Kyle.
I got your hat in the mail finally. I had to vector the new logo, so that took me a couple of days to get that done. So,
Yeah, Tibor's here. Hi, Tibor.
hey Tibor, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, Kyle, how's Hurricane Etna? Is it getting close to your side of Florida or it's still in the southern and central part of Florida? It didn't max out to be a hurricane. It's like a really bad tropical storm. I did warn everybody. It just rim shot off of the Yucatan and Nicaragua and came back roaring towards us.
John's life, how you doing?
Oh, good. It's in the Gulf. I hope it doesn't pick up speed and hit Georgia.
I'm still not seeing real good, you guys. So I'll try to pick up your comments. Uh, I get to have
I,
my right eye worked on the 8th
that's good.
of December, so
Yeah. Thank you, Tibor. I am rested a little bit because my heart went pitter patter because I was doing the holiday food box. We got Thanksgiving covered. We're working on now Christmas, and it doesn't look good, but I'll keep at it. Nothing stops me. Hey, JFJEN.
Jay, hey, how you doing? I was just telling everybody, Jay, that anybody that's looking for anything from my mailbox, keep your eyes open. They're coming. I delayed some of those mails due to the ballots. I didn't want the ballots getting trouble, so I waited a few extra days before I mailed everything out.
Yeah. Well, that's good because the big thing is a lot of
Hey,
people from.
Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. On the mailing services, they were freaking out because some of the Christmas packages or delivery packages were on fire. Don't know
Yeah,
why.
I just played domino with some of them, checkers or whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah.
it's everything's out there. It'll be there when you least expect it.
Right.
Tonight we're gonna give away a USB camera.
Gray Man Outdoors just came in. Hi,
Hey,
Gray
Green
Man.
Man, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Oh,
Everybody having a
Jay.
good night, I hope.
Yeah. Jay, they already started the riots. You're
Some
a little.
places,
Oh
some
yeah,
places are upset. Yeah,
they haven't stopped the
it'll
riot.
all it'll all just get ironed out.
Right. It'll calm down. Remember the night of the long knives? Once they're done with the thugs, they're going to go after them. But anyway, I finally found my book on the sextant, and I'm going to do a video on that later. And this is not for people, it's not like compass reading. Sextant needs a lot of mathematics. So I'm going to do a video on that. I did a playlist. If you want to check my playlist, it's sextants and land navigation. You want math? I'll give you math. It'll be about 45 minutes of mathematics. That's a fun subject to cover over YouTube.
Yeah, I don't
I
get
guess
any of that stuff, Caitlin. I don't know why they want to protest about it.
I don't know why they're protesting in Des Moines. It's Des Moines, Iowa. What they're going to protest? Corn?
Yeah, that was
Ah,
pretty easy state.
yeah.
Oh well, it's all gonna iron out. Everybody just leave your britches up.
Yeah, just relax, stockpile. We have two other things that I keep telling people. We have phase 3 right now. That's food shortages because China had a massive food shortage. That's why
Where
everybody
soybeans? There you go.
is it where or is it where?
Anyway,
I, I think it's where what Kyle's trying to type. Is it where?
here's the camera. It's a real simple little camera.
Oh, cool.
I
Just like mine.
I used it when I was doing OBS. I think
Cool,
I've
cool.
only used it twice,
Oh, that's a
but I'm
good
gonna go
try.
ahead and let somebody else get some use out of it.
Yeah.
Real simple. It's a plug and play, so it's one of those you can't get in trouble with.
Right.
You made a good gun list.
Well, that's
What is
good.
the gun list, Kaylin or John?
It's for Kaylin.
It's for Kaylin, John.
Yep. By John. That's a good list. You can't go wrong with it.
I was going to ask everybody what they thought about the election. It
Uh,
just
let's
you guys just kind of jumped into
let's not go there. We gotta worry about number 3 first.
it. What's number 3?
Starvation and
Starvation,
economic warfare. That's the big,
economic warfare.
yep, big picture. Everybody's saying the Dow is rallying, and I keep telling them, look at the Dow again, and they said it dropped 800 points. Yeah, that's our domestic stocks, the ones that China owns. If you notice, all the high tech and big tech companies, their stocks shot up. Everybody else's went down. So it's like 200 stocks went up and the other ones went down 800. That
Yeah,
doesn't
look
look
at
good
my
for us.
stocks today. They shot up. They've been kind of down below the line, but
Right. But
I
what
looked at
stocks
them
do you,
today and they were up. I couldn't believe it.
yep,
Oh man, I might sell them things.
it might work because China's trying to buy more stocks. They overextended their foreign budget for certain things. So they're cash strapped. They have 3 billion Chinese starving and they're looking for food.
I'm
And
not sure I would trust crypto right now, Gray Man.
no, big news on crypto. Bitcoin got busted. And they got somebody, I guess they was trying to stash money and they got caught by Canada and us and they lost everything.
Yeah, gold and silver. That'd probably be a good thing to pile up on.
But be careful. You don't want,
Silver prices are going to be going up.
yeah, but you don't want too much because then you're a target. You know what? What 3 countries did? Russia, China, and Turkey did. They seized all gold and silver assets to fill up their economy. They'll give you a receipt for the gold and the silver, but you won't have it anymore. So I do warn people on that. If you get silver, get the smallest bars you can. Make sure it's a reputable dealer because there are fakes out there. A lot of fakes on silver, and there are a lot of fakes on gold. You might get zinc instead. Yeah, gold
Prep
plated
Ford, I
zinc.
didn't see you drag in here.
What?
Prep Ford.
Prep for here is here.
Yep. They snuck in. I didn't get to see them. A
Yeah,
P2E too. Hey, how you doing,
yeah.
P2E?
Hi, PTA.
Yeah, Al and I were talking before everybody got here about how at our Walmart here in Nebraska, there's hardly any food on the shelves at the Walmart store here. You
Right.
kind of have to know when to go in there and get it when they have their shipments come in, so you can go and grab the food, and then it's
Right.
gone again until like 2 weeks the next time.
Right. Because they're traveling. All the truckers are traveling in packs because they're afraid of being hijacked. And also the weather is a big condition because they're taking the southern route. They can't do the northern route because this. If you look outside, it's snowing in California. So they have to go through LA and through Arizona to New Mexico, up through Texas into Oklahoma and into the farm belts.
Is food low everywhere? I think it is. Oh, I see my brother Gil's here,
Hi, Gil.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
sitting here shooting the crud.
Well, it got us full blown images here.
Yep.
Ah, it's ugly.
And Howie stopped
Hey,
by.
Howie,
Hi, Howie.
Yeah,
how you doing?
Oh, Howie, if you do the period thing, don't do it because now YouTube got you listed as a spam site when you do the period point. You got to
How
leave
about
at least
how about
3
you,
liter.
Gil? I was telling everybody that here the food at the Walmart store is kind of hit and miss. Like right now, the shelves are pretty well empty. Is it working that way for you too? But then about every 2 weeks you can go in and get some, but they're not full like they used to be.
the last time I was in the Walmart stores up here, everything was full. Of course, the lag time of like happened back in the spring and early summer, and then again about 2 months ago. We were following behind everybody as far as the shortages, but we for some reason we recovered quicker.
Yeah, because you're hooked up nearer to Washington and Oregon. They have two ports, and that way you get, if you draw a straight line from Washington to Oregon to Idaho, it's
Mhm.
that short. But trouble where Will is in Nebraska. That's the middle of the country. And there's no seaports in Nebraska.
Yeah, but thing most of the food doesn't come from the seaports.
I know, but the trucking does.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
think
mean,
some of it comes out of Mexico.
yeah, I think part of it has to do is where in the United States the warehouses are at that they are shipping from.
Yep.
It's just weird that this time of year that the WalMarts are hardly got any food in them.
Yeah, empty.
Yeah,
did
Jay, you
warn
got it. Jay got it right. I am in Cheyenne Mountain.
Cheyenne Mountain.
I did warn everybody about this to stockpile food like crazy, but nobody ever listens to me. So that's fine. Oh, let's see. I didn't do a new sign
Funny old man.
for Gil. Gil, you're now on top.
I'm on top. Yay! Oh, I
Uh,
just noticed a comment there that Gray Man Outdoor said about going to Walmart and got the rest of the shells we needed before they pulled them off the shelves. I'm trying to remember. Okay, it was about 3 weeks ago. I went around trying to get some double lot or triple lot, and that and 9mm. Poof. Yeah, I found 4, 6, 7, 7.5. 8 was a little shy. I found 10 shot, 10 size shot. No double lot, no triple lot, no slugs for 12 gauge, and I find plenty of 30-30 and 223, 22s. But they had some off brand ones which I've tested out, which worked out pretty good. But it's just
22 get pretty loose here too. Hardly any, and if there is any, they are let you have 4 boxes.
Here you can buy as many as you want. Last time I went and bought 22s, I bought 27 boxes of 22s.
Yeah, it used to be you could get whatever you wanted here, but the last time my kid and I went down there, you could have 4. That was it.
Yeah, Jay, I know number $4 is nothing to sneeze at, but the my son and some of the guys at his work in the other state were looking for double lot, and it's like, and I was talking to the purchasing agent over at Cabela's in Ammon, and he was saying he hasn't seen any double lot buck in 3 months. And when it did come in back then, it was gone in 2 days.
Yeah, I could bet.
Now, the only thing he had in any double or triple lot was 410. Because I got 4 boxes of 410 triple lot over here.
Yeah, I could not find that where I get mine, Gray Man. That used to be more than you could get anywhere,
Yeah,
And the last time I went over there, there was absolutely, I think there was like 3 boxes sitting there on the shelf, and that was it.
Yeah, I'm personally for myself, I'm loaded up good on supplies for my shotguns and stuff. But it was just that my son and some of the guys at his work wanted some double lot, and the one guy was looking for number 8 shot, and I was able to get some 7.5, which is just a little bit bigger. And they had plenty of it. I got a couple 100-round boxes for him. So
yeah, like I said, Grayman said AK ammo that's 7.62 by 39. It's plentiful. Depends what company you're getting from. The Yugoslavian ammunition, you have to clean your rifle after you use it because it's corrosive. That's why there's so much of it, because you have to clean it constantly.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like with some of the cheaper 22s I picked up. It's like, you shoot it, and we definitely clean it immediately.
Okay,
Around out of freedom, there's no hope left.
What's the 3 about again?
What's
the 3 again?
What was that?
What's the 3 again now?
Phase 3 right now is starvation and economic warfare. I told this everybody a year and a half ago. China is their 3 billion people are starving. They cut everybody's rations down to half. They're already implementing food rationing in China. So instead of having a big meal, you have a little smaller meal. What we call a kids meal in America. And they're doing it to China because you think our farming season was bad, theirs is worse.
They had an enormous amount of rainstorms this year
and flooding.
Yeah, the I just lost it. What I was going to say here. Go check. I was reading off one of the things. I wanted to comment on one of the chats here. Oh, Rayman Outdoors comment about if he runs out of Freedom Seed, there's no hope left. I have some friends that they own a couple of 22s for plinking with, and a couple of hunting rifles. That's it. Mostly what they shoot bows and crossbows, and they don't shoot traditional target style shooting where you take the arrow out of the quiver, you put it up, cross it over the bow, lock it, take your hand off, bring your hand back around to the other side of the string. They do it old English style, where you pull it, it goes on the same side, and you boom, just like that. You shoot. There's no crossing over. You bring it up on the side, on the right side, and you shoot. You don't put it over on the left side. If you're left-handed, you put it on the left side.
That could be dangerous.
No, it's where they used to. The way they always used to shoot. They didn't start putting it on the opposite side until they started doing competition shooting in the. I think it was the late 1800s, early 1900s. They started doing that. Prior to that, it was always they would draw and bring it in, and there's plenty of pictographs going back thousands of years showing them shooting. A right-hand shooter shooting with the arrow on the right-hand side of the bow, not on the left-hand side. You want to see a really cool dude, Lars Anderson. He's from over in Sweden, I think it is. That dude is absolutely insane with arrows. He shoots arrows out of the air.
Oh, yeah. And folks, if you want to see Lars currently, check out Todd's workshop. Todd does theatrical, movie. They do old school bow and arrow. And Lars was on his channel, and he did like a 3-set, and they were doing gastropods, which is a type of Roman type of arrow, except it fires like 6 or 7 arrows at one time. And that's like scary as hell.
Yeah, on the one video I saw of Lars doing it, he jumped in the air, shot an arrow, came down, landed, rolled, picked up an arrow off the ground, and shot the can. He shot a can and shot it before it hit the ground the second time. Yep. And that's old school. That's them just I got to get on the other side and sit here and wait for 2 minutes to take my shot. Why? No, he's just boom.
Yeah, and Jay is correct. It's called Mongolian style shooting. You swivel but they have shorter bows. You swivel any position, ground or on horse. Bad thing.
Lars uses full size bows.
Right.
And he actually was doing one where he was like he was sitting at a table and someone they had a thing up here for him and they had something pop up and he drew and shot from the table, right in front of him and nailed the target that popped up in front of him. So, it's like bows can be used for close quarter combat if you know how to do it. The stuff showing on Avengers with Hawkeye doing all that shooting, that's not so far off from what the real archers used to do. They used to be able to do all sorts of, moving, shooting, running, and most of the time the quiver behind your back is a modern Hollywood thing. The other guys had one that was down on the hip, so they could draw from down there, not reaching up over their shoulder, and they could just whip it out and put it in. Or they would, if they were going to battle, they would carry on their hand. They'd carry 2 or 3 there, and they just grab the next arrow, draw, and just like that, like a machine gun. And these guys are firing like one every 0.7 seconds.
Yeah. Also, a lot of the old ancient archers and medieval archers have a guy following them, holding a shield and giving them arrows. Because I've seen one of those shields. It has 2 quivers in it. And I'm looking at it. Why he's carrying a spear and a shield? He's covering the archer, and he's handing arrows because that's the only way he can do it. In Japan, they have 35,
25
pound pull. Yeah, that's a fast bow. you want to send off a lot of arrows. But in Japan, they use the big longbow that uses like that
Yeah.
2 foot arrow.
Yeah,
Well,
I can't pronounce it now. Huku bow.
right.
It's offset. You have where you handle on it down below. You only goes down like foot and a half, 2 feet, but it goes 4 feet above you.
Hmm.
Right on horse. That way they can go from right across the horse and not have to pick it up high. They
Hey,
can
David.
go across, from one side of the horse to the other.
That's why they had
Text a little
servants that
bigger.
carried the little shield. Japan did it a little better. They had a stand on the shield so to hold the shield upright while you're handing the arrows to the archer.
Yeah.
Oh,
PR's in the house.
yes. Hey, David. Oh, and another thing, Gil, remember I told everybody I know about sextant? I found my sextant book.
Yeah.
So sooner or later, I'm going to do a video on it because a lot of people, it's different from map and compass because it's a lot of
Well, you gotta use
mathematics.
stars to do that. With a sextant, you gotta have stars outside.
No, it's a celestial instrument. You could use the biggest thing in the sky, the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets.
Yeah. And here's the interesting thing about Lars. His profession is a painter. He's a Danish painter, and he does a lot of archery stuff. And yeah, there's what he does with arrows and stuff is just absolutely, phenomenal. And in the one video, they actually showed him pulling off the Robin Hood shot. Not once, twice.
Yeah, archers weren't samurai. They're usually artillery. Instead of like one sniping point type of shooting, no, they let go of volley and they go back. Let the samurai go out there.
Okay,
see-
let's get away this camera real quick. You're in charge, Gil.
Go
I'm
for
in
it,
charge.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh, I
a
guess
party.
Put
It's a
together
party.
party time.
Yeah.
Well, Will sits up the wheel, and Gil's in charge.
Yeah.
Uh,
But things. I love this T-shirt I saw about 20 years ago, and it had a picture of an American Indian on a horseback, in the war bonnet and everything else, and he's holding up his bow over his head. Only the bow is a compound bow, and it says, "What if?"
and the wheel's working.
Is it
Hey,
coming up?
David.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
It looks like we just about set up.
Go around. See if we can get it to go around. Oh, number 10. Get
Number
back up
10,
here
folks.
toward- Oh,
Is it 10?
Yep, number 10.
Okay.
start at. Let's see. And start all the way at the top of it. Where's it say?
And we have 18 watching.
Just start at the top at Uncle Al. He's the first one in here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is Uncle Al again.
Go couple more times.
And the next one after you would be Tibor. I know Tibor's still here, right?
Yes.
Yes, people made a comment about 1 minute ago. He was saying hi to David.
Yep.
So Tibor is going to get the camera if he sends me his address. Email it to me, and my email is in my About section.
Yay.
What
Yes, Tibor, you have won. Congratulations.
a camera USB camera for either a regular computer or your laptop.
It's the same one I use too, but I switched to a better one.
All right, Tibor says he's got your email, so he'll be sending you an
All
email.
right, cool. I appreciate that. All right, Jay. Thanks for coming in and visiting with us, buddy.
All right, Jay,
Yep.
take it easy.
Later, Jay.
I get out of here so I can see what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
I'll get that camera off to you.
There we're not. Now we're not so offensive.
There we go.
You don't see our close up.
I used different color wheels this time.
Yep. Now, another book I do recommend for everybody, since we're doing phase 3, is this one.
Mhm.
And that's by Fernando.
Yeah.
He's in Spain. I feel sorry for him because of Spain, but it's pretty nice where he's living at, so I can't complain that much. Right here, folks, economic warfare. We ain't collapsed yet, but China spent a lot, so we're gonna have some fun next year.
Yeah.
How's your Mandarin, folks?
Mandarin? Is it like the oranges?
Yep.
Like Cantonese.
Yep. Cantonese is the southern region. They speak Mandarin in the north.
Yeah. The interesting thing with what's going on, usually my wife is very calm, collective, not too much into any type of conspiracy theories at all or anything like that. Yeah, she's into numbers and stuff. When I was talking to her the other night, I'm not sure where she got it, but of all the programs that Biden wants to start up, one of the things that she found out that is on his plan to be able to pay for everything is to throw a federal tax on every residence. Each home, $30 tax on every home every year.
That wouldn't be too bad, I guess.
Thing is though, it's like like if you figure, oh, that's just a little nickel thing, but you figure every residence, every apartment, not building, every apartment, every duplex, every home and stuff, and that was the base number. There was she said there's another part of it where they're thinking about increasing it for those that have acreage. So basically, try to wipe out all your homesteaders and all your non-commercial farmers, all your family farms and stuff. Will wipe them out. And she goes, it's part of the socialist plan to get the government to own all the land, and everybody having to rent from the government. Which kind of blew me away that my wife would come up with that one.
Yep, it's called the sharecroppers plant, like they did in Soviet Russia in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And those who say no, we're homesteaders, and what happened to Malmuks?
Yeah.
They're not around anymore. They're the first genocide. Nobody ever talks about that one.
Yeah.
Well, that would be no good.
Yeah, exactly. Where's my thing here? Sorry, I have to get something here. Where did I put it? It's misplaced. Oh, there it is. Something for my throat.
Yeah,
everybody
Zimbabwe.
in side chat has been saying hi to me. Hi back. I think don't want to try and type in and do anything else, but Tibor, Lisa, Kaylin, David, everybody, hi.
Yeah, it's about.
I'm not ignoring you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the room, and I said hi to everybody, so I made sure.
Yeah.
Remember, folks, Will can't see too good, and Gil's busy, and me, I just sit back quietly listening to everything.
Yeah.
Because I have to collect intelligence. And one thing, if your mouth is moving, you're not listening to what's going on, and I'm listening very good. And let's see, what did I wrote down? I got too many notes.
I'm getting beepers.
You need to upload. Okay, then I got plenty of honey lemon cough drops and stuff here. And I also found out something that works good for a short term is actually, believe it or not, let's see if I can get it to show. Yeah, we got to be the Listerine little tab things. Yeah, that helps. For a little bit. But
Okay. Guys, remember that guy from Texas? Right. Guys, remember that gentleman, congressperson that ran for Democratic during the Democratic race, O'Rourke? Is it Bento or Beto?
I'm not sure.
Beto? Okay. He and Harris are talking about removing body armor and plates from the public use. And this is including retired law enforcement. They say it's a military item. They don't want anybody else to have it. They're going
to have fun trying to get that. They have not. There are hundreds of them, thousands of them out there that were never tracked when purchased.
Right, but they're having a buyback program for that. Yeah, bring your body armor in, and we'll give you a Walmart card. I couldn't stop laughing when I heard that. If you have body armor,
they'll never bring it all in.
No, because I'm not giving up my stuff for a $50 Walmart card.
Hell no.
Yeah.
All magazines, the same thing. They're asking in a buyback program by Biden. We'll take all your extended magazines and we'll give you $100 Walmart card or Target card.
I lost all my shit when my boat sank out at the lake.
I just pointed out there, though, skin divers out there. Reloading equipment and supplies will be limited to gun clubs only. I thought that was nuts. 4, guns, non-sporting types, and tactical use will be buyback programs and will be eliminated between the next 5 years. Ammo will be restricted. I thought that was nuts, restricting ammo, just like California.
They tried doing that shit before.
Yeah, they're trying to say that ammo's not covered under the Second Amendment. You can have the guns, but you just can't have ammo for them.
Right. They're taxing it because it's a taxable commodity. And they're going to try some weird stuff on that. And that's by Biden. And then upgrades or modification to any firearms must be subjugated by the ATF. That they're going after braces and short barrels and anything else because it's a non-firearm use. They're trying to get another tax out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
hi, Oily. Oily just showed up.
Yeah.
Hey, Oily, how you doing?
All I know is if anybody wants to participate in a buyback program, namely any Democrats listening, I will buy your firearm back from you personally. I'll do the personal financing for it and take care of the disposing of it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'll give you $50 for every rifle, and
I'll give you $50 over what you're going to cash in on.
Yeah, we're trying not to talk too much of the politics stuff, Oily, but I understand why they put Pennsylvania back on the undecided. There were several, how can I say it?
Discrepancies?
Yes, in a polite term.
Yeah.
And a mail truck just showed up with, a lot of our former president, President Trump, showed up, and it's not little. It's one of the big diesel carriers for the U.S. Mail Service. They showed up, and everything was post dated wrong. They have 3 different post dates on it.
Yeah. The interesting thing is on several states, I know there's been lawsuits filed because wait a minute, we've already spotted over 2,500 ballots for people that are dead. One was born in 1826.
Oh, Will Smith and my dad. Okay, they've been dead. Will Smith's dad's been dead for 5 years. Mine's been dead for 40 years. And I brought it up to the election board and I said, my dad's passed away. He's a Republican when he died. How in the hell is he a Democrat and just voted before me? He came back from the grave, zombie, Uncle Al's father, voting at the voting stand. I wanted to know why my dad voted ahead of me.
And Democrat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might have a lawsuit on my hand. Because
Yeah.
if I find out they did that, I'm suing the DMC with what they got.
And there was someone else, some other ones were quoting, be giving numbers out. One state had more ballots cast
Than the whole population.
than there were people that were over 18 years of age in the state.
Yep.
And not everybody's registered to vote. And they had more ballots turned in for one candidate, not between two candidates, for one candidate than there were eligible in the entire state.
Which is
I
kind
know.
of
Don't they always go through with that stuff, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, and over 80% of them, there's the rumor out there is saying that they failed the watermark test.
Yep.
So,
And also I've
Yeah,
been
leave
watching.
it to the professionals.
Yeah.
but don't forget, how long did it take to certify
Bush and Gore.
mm-hmm.
36
And how long-
days.
And how long did it take to certify for Trump's
All the way,
first election?
all the way into January on two of them. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got at least another month and a half fiddle farting around for them to figure out stuff and to start saying, okay, no, yes, no, and
That's right. Just let
Yeah.
them fight it out and quit talking about it, and they'll figure it all out for
we want them to keep talking about it, to keep it in the public eye, so sneakiness doesn't get done. But we need to have the press shut their blankety blank mouths, because they can't call it, because they don't know what the actual counts are, and they shouldn't be doing it. But hey, they're far left, so of course they're going to call it.
There's not all.
Now I'm going to step off my soapbox and go back here and drink my
Well,
water.
they're not all far left. That's the deal.
Yeah.
Some
Even
of them
the
are on
regular.
your side,
Yeah.
and they did the same thing.
Right. But also the moderate Democrats are looking at the far leftists and like, okay, what the hell did you guys do? We had a lead and you sort of boosted it up. I'm not trying to talk politics, because we have to worry about number 3, phase 3, starvation and economic warfare, because China, Iran, Venezuela, Cuba, Nicaragua, North Korea, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam has put a lot of money into China's slush fund, and they need money back. So they're going to be looting everybody next year. And remember, I told everybody I was doing like a report on Tencent?
Yeah, you
Well-
had all the charts.
Yeah.
AOC. Yeah. I got a something for
Oh,
AOC.
Rayman, I can only hope so. Oh, I would hope so much that
Bring
she
it
will
up.
quit politics. AOC.
Oh, that's good.
Because her side didn't back her good enough. Yeah, she needs to get out. Along with the one up there, was in Michigan. I think it's in Michigan, the Islamic one.
Yes.
Yeah, all those castrated Islamic males ought to be very embarrassed of themselves for voting for a woman. I'm sorry, but yeah, that screams to me is how are they getting all these guys voting for a woman that is told for that, since that is against their beliefs, to have a woman in charge of them.
That's all right.
They live in the United States now.
Yeah, but they still want what's that law called? Begins with an S, I believe.
Cherie.
Yeah, law to be done. But yeah, I just my head explodes, and burns
We
out,
seen.
fades away. Ah! But yeah, it's
It's more funnier watching AOC and Pelosi go at each other.
yeah. I just had a great fight. I want to see Pelosi and Hillary getting a full contact ring and go at it.
I think
It
Pelosi
would be a
will
good
win.
one too because they hate each other.
Oh, Lord. But anyway, folks, big thing is if you haven't got your food preps in, get it now.
Yeah.
If you have your medical preps, get them in now because I talked to them a lot.
Summer, you better get it made up now.
Right. Because I talked to preppers in Alaska, Guam, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico. I feel really sorry for Puerto Rico. They are getting totally screwed because Puerto Rico depends on
All right,
Florida
Lisa,
for
appreciate you coming by.
All right. I just got a
Night,
pop
Lisa.
up here for you, Uncle Al. Courtney, White Family Farm was on I got Facebook. Probably, we can't find. Did Uncle Al change his name on Facebook? We can't find any of his stuff.
No, I've never been on Facebook.
Okay. You didn't change your channel name from
Die Bullfrog 79.
yeah.
That confuses everybody, including the bad guys. I do have a site open in Pinterest for Alan Sato if you want to check that out. That covers weird things I like.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife also was mentioning that since they started accepting the mail-in ballots in California, that there's been a huge number of residents that have moved out of the state to other states. The vast majority of them, believe it or not, are not conservative, abandoning ship. There's a bunch of fifth columnists leaving California for other states. And they've voted already in California, and some of them have been caught voting wherever they move to.
So that overvoting, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
the double voting.
Or triple voting.
Double. It's
Exactly.
that thing twice.
Oh, you
Yeah.
hear that one lady that got caught in Florida? Guess how many times she voted?
Yeah.
She got $50,000 for voting 5,000 times. I couldn't believe it. Who's stupid enough to do that? And she used her own name. It's like, yes, please arrest me and throw me in federal prison for fraud.
Use your own name, change some of the letters around.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's like, and she got $55,000 just filling them all out, and she used her name. It's like, God.
Yeah.
Okay, Gil, tell everybody where you're gonna be at.
For Tuesday, tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Before I talk about Tuesday, I just want to let Uncle Al know. You're talking about stockpiling food. How many days ago was it? Saturday.
Yep.
Saturday. My daughter got her beef back from the butcher, 706 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have three chest freezers and one upright freezer completely full of frozen food to go with that generator I showed up to keep it going just in case the power goes out. Of course, right now, the way the temperature is, we can just unplug them, just let them sit there.
I think Grayman was just saying that he's got 3 deer already.
Cool,
Right.
good. All right.
I do have to warn people about this. Do not dehydrate avocados or eggs. There's some people say it's perfectly safe. No, the FDA says no. Do not do it. It's recipe for botulism.
Yeah. I mean, even the commercial freeze dryers that you do your powdered egg, they process it more than just freeze drying it.
Right. They pre-cook it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. To kill it. Tuesday, for all you patriots out there, on Tactical Tuesday, we're going to be talking about Wednesday. Wednesday is Veterans Day, so we're going to be talking about what are you going to do on Veterans Day to honor our vets, and that's the topic for tomorrow night.
Congratulations, you veterans, you.
Yeah, usually what we do over here is I put out roses, candles, and little flags on each of the graves. I'm going to be busy. That's why I took a couple of days off.
And those that follow me on Facebook are going to get 4 really cool posts I'm going to put up for links to YouTube, to a YouTube channel called the Warrior Song Foundation thing, where they have the Warrior Song for the Marines, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. 4 different songs. Some of them are similar. Really cool. Great photos in it. It's kind of gets you right here.
Tear jerkers.
Not quite tear jerkers. It's a patriotic choke up, is what it is.
What time that's going to be, Gil?
Well, tomorrow night it's 7:00 Mountain Time, which is
6 on Pacific.
Yeah, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, and so I'll be on Camp Patton Family Compound. At that time, we're going to be talking about our veterans, how we honor them, how we respect them, ways we can show our support for our veterans. And I besides on Facebook during the day when I post those 4 videos, the links to those 4 videos, which the Warrior Song group did. I'll also be posting those links again in the chat tomorrow night. Those are really cool songs.
Yep. Anything from you, Will?
No, I'll see you guys next week.
Okay.
And
hopefully I'll be seeing by the end of the year.
Yeah, Friday night is the special request. On the Friday night special, it's we're going to talk about being intimate in a disaster, and and special guest on the panel is going to be Martha from Old School Prepper. She's in the health industry, and she's going to be talking about do's and don'ts and things to consider in disasters and stuff about personal affection towards one another. And we're also going to be talking about some of the myths that go on about personal affections during things like the 1965 blackout. What really did not happen, and what did not happen 9 months later. So we'll be talking about that on Friday.
Yeah, when I get my eyes fixed, I'm going to probably do another live stream a month, and I'll start doing videos again. So
Oh, good.
Cool.
not until I get my eyes fixed. So
It's a little hard to read the side chat.
it's hard to get everything done. I have to get my girlfriend to help me do stuff on the computer and stuff, and she got enough stuff to do on her own. You
Right.
know?
Now, remember, folks, Stockfile, if you look at the stores, I told everybody we're going to have a run in 2 weeks. Now it's 2 weeks, and we're starting to have runs. I talked to WD out in Washington. They're having runs on ramen, either in the cup or in the brick form of the soups. They're having runs on spaghetti sauce and tomato sauce, which is weird. And they're also having runs on tampons. So I have no idea why people are stockpiling tampons. They're not
They
like
come in handy for a lot of different stuff.
Oh, I know why they're stockpiling tampons. That falls in the same category as toilet paper and the fear of certain things not being there. And for our lady friends, that is a big concern.
Yeah, but
We need to make sure they're well supplied. Because if mama's not happy, we need to be happy.
nobody's happy.
That's a good fire starter too.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
But anyway, folks, make sure you're stocked up, not just for the month, but for like 4 to 6 months going down the road, because December, There's talk about maybe a general strike by the truckers. Me and Will talked this earlier before we got on air. It could be a general strike between the warehouse people, the loaders, and the truckers because they're really mad at all these weird regulations. They have to truck through 5 to 6 different states, and each states have their own PE thing, personal protection gear. So, which state do they follow after they leave California?
Mm-hmm.
And
So the unions are kind of torqued off.
Oh yeah, because you have to fill out the paperwork, then you could start driving. You do that 5 or 6 times on a trip, see how happy you get.
Yeah. I just reading Howie's comment about no paper towels up there in Canada and Vancouver Island there. There have been several people that have reported on their videos that they're having problems finding pet supplies.
Yep.
Pet food, cat litter. And so, yeah, if you, that's something that you need to have some of those big bags from Costco or Sam's Club or whatever it is that you have there, or big 50-pound bags, enough to go for at least 4 months, if not
you guys
double
can
that.
get it. Be sure you get it.
Yep. Because, like I said, a lot of things will be scarce next 3 months, and we don't know what item it would be. It's a toss-up right now because I talked to my friends. If you're on the coast, on the West Coast, near any seaport, it's not a problem. But further you get away from the coast and from the heavy rail lines, this is train lines, folks, it gets really bad.
Yeah. The interesting thing I've noticed here, the orders on Amazon started getting closer to getting back closer to that 2-day free shipping, on Prime. The last 2 things I ordered the one on November 5th, free shipping on Prime. It's supposed to be arriving tomorrow night on the 10th. So it took 5 days for it to come. And the other one I just ordered, which was a real small item that was free shipping, ordered it yesterday, and it's not going to be arriving until Thursday. So, yeah, it's starting to get long again for items being purchased from Amazon. So there's the shipping, the freight shipping, not the long haulers hauling the big stuff, but people shipping like UPS, FedEx. Those guys are taking hits too.
Oh yeah. So anyway, we got 2 more minutes. A minute. It's about 2 minutes. Anything from you, Will?
I spit it out there.
Okay. Gil?
Just go take a notepad and pencil, go through your supplies, see what you're short on. If you have plans for certain meals, make sure you have all the supplies for those meals, spices, like cumin, taco seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, whatever it is. Make sure you have all the stuff for it. Otherwise, you may have some real bland meals.
Oh yeah. Don't forget the hot sauce, folks.
Plenty of hot sauce.
Yeah.
Tabasco sauce keeps forever.
Yes. So does Cholula.
Make sure everything run through pretty fast, too.
Yeah. So make sure it's the big bottles, folks.
Yeah.
Before we close,
you can always also thin those down with a little vinegar too.
yeah. Also, folks, be really careful. There's a lot of scammers out there. We'll sell you this package of wonderful instant food and instant water. Just add water. So be careful of those people because I've been getting phone calls. They want me to demonstrate instant water. I'm looking at them. Nah, you watch Gil's channel. There's no such thing as instant water.
It's a prank thing. I did a video on that from that was a big seller at Scout Camp. Everyone wanted to have a can. You knew it was fake, and they wanted to have the little quart can of instant water. I was looking around for it. I took it back out to the shop, But yeah, unless it's like a reputable company and you're ordering from them, not a distributor. You got to watch out for some of these distributors, even on reputable companies that are, they're in it for the quick buck and they're going to disappear really quick.
Oh yeah, and you might be eating cat food too.
Oh,
So
Gray Man puts out a good point there, guys. Don't forget your Ziploc baggies in all sizes, and your vacuum seal materials for the bigger stuff. Your big
Food
seal
saver.
meal, food saver, seal meals, those things, whatever you have.
Good idea.
And before we go, folks, remember, please check out my channel. You can see that, because I'm going to take a few days off for resting, because I did a lot of work on the holiday food drive and it kind of tuckered me out. And I'm still, you would not believe how many church calls I had this week. I had 140 church calls of people panicking, screaming in 6 different languages.
Everybody go see this guy right here tomorrow.
Yeah, I was out there. I took off last week because I caught a cold from my grandkids. I had the green snot coming out of the nose and stuff like that, and I just didn't feel like getting on the air. Al, you're gonna love this one here. Just popped up here on my notification bar.
Oh, great.
From China in Focus. They have a premiere in 30 minutes. Title: Why hasn't China congratulated Biden? Huge fire breaks out in Chinese chemical plant. So on China in Focus, in 30 minutes here, they're going to have some interesting stuff on their video to watch, guys.
Yep.
All right, you guys. Been a pleasure.
All righty.
Hope everybody has a great week. I'll see you next time.
See y'all tomorrow night.